You're probably a fan though of using like probably in all methods, right? Like you probably aren't really necessarily like if you find somebody that a primarily a meat diet is working really well for them, you'll probably just roll with that. Like I think that's the way that you go, right?
Yeah. So I mean, so people will say like, you're just a keto basher. I can't believe you hate something that can be so therapeutic. You hate carnivore, even though this has helped me. And the truth is, like, I have patients that are carnivore. I kind of monitor them, make sure they're getting enough nutrients. Maybe if they need to take a vitamin, to make sure they're getting enough vitamin C or whatever, just to make sure they're not getting scurvy. But like, I'm not one of these people that like, okay, so here's the example. Someone was making the argument that meat is overall unhealthy. And I said, what do you mean by unhealthy? Like, there's a spectrum though. What are we comparing it to? And then we have to know what outcome we're looking at. If you're just saying unhealthy, what does health even mean? So, Sean Baker, so I love going back and forth with Sean. He's my favorite carnivore doctor because like just straight up meathead and doesn't like, he says a lot of politically incorrect things that I'm like, oh my God, I would never say that. My license if I said that. But in terms of like just being real about it, about at least not those other things, but maybe the carnivore stuff, he pulls up a good point. Like, let's say I have a patient who's 300 pounds, has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea, whatever else, what other, osteoarthritis in their knees. They lose, let's say, 50% of their body weight or even 30 or something. They get down to like 200 pounds and they are feeling amazing. I've seen doctors say like, oh, I can't believe you're doing carnivore. That's going to kill you. I'm like, this person was just eating donuts and pizza and living a very poor quality of life. And now they're eating meat, and just because you have something against red meat or whatever, you're going to tell them that's bad for them when clearly everything else improved. So I think from my standpoint, I think we just got to look at the patient in front of us, understand their total risk of everything, and look at their quality of life. Quantity of life is different too. I think, there's probably, if we could put them on a more longevity optimal diet, maybe hypothetically they'd live longer, but that remains to be seen anyway. We're not going to know all that. So I think if somebody does a carnivore diet, ketogenic diet, and they improve all their markers and they're looking great, why not? As long as they're doing it safely. So that's my thing. I like to make fun of keto only because of some of the people that are in the keto community that basically try to make it seem like it's the only way. And it's like, it's not the only way. And then they'll be like, oh, you think counting calories is the only way? I'm like, I don't even count calories. I hate counting calories. That's not, so like, and they're like, what are you, a stupid vegan? I'm like, I'm not even a vegan. I love meat. I love, like, what are you talking about? So I think just assuming that if I'm saying, making fun of something, they assume I'm the other way, but it's like, really, I'm like, no, I have patients that do all of it. And actually a lot of my patients laugh a lot at my memes that are making fun of it. They're like, I know you're just joking, but I thought it was funny. Anyway, that's my stance. I think there are people that can do extremely well on it. It's like, hey, bravo. You're living a great life now. Just as that, watch their risk on everything else and monitor them. And patients do have autonomy too. We don't want to just poo-poo them and make them feel bad, and then they're going to fire you anyway, so they're going to go somewhere else.
This clip is brought to you by Merrick Health, the premium telehealth network from Derek More Plates, More Dates. Get your blood work and hormone optimization done under the same roof. Enjoy this clip.
Let's say a patient wants to employ some fasting.
Yeah.
Where do you go with that?
Same thing. Like, I basically tell them, look, it's a method of allowing you to eat less energy. I usually try to downplay these possible like magical properties that fasting may have, that's been kind of studied in animal models. But in terms of humans, it's like, look, I can't say whether it's gonna be beneficial beyond this energy restriction, but like if it helps you do the energy restriction, why not? Just what's the harm?
It's the way our ancestors ate, bro.
Yeah, it's ancestral, so it has to be good. That's the key.
Power Project family, we appreciate you checking out this clip. Check out another one. Just go check out another one. Or comment down below and let us know what you liked about this one. But we love you guys, and we're going to keep bringing you the heat. So comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, okay? Peace.